not too bright, but he does know how to multiply. Please welcome Ryan Hartwell!
I am Brian Hartwell, and I have the most important job in the world. What is it? I sell trophies. You think that's funny? I heard the guy back there. What's he saying? Oh, yeah, participation trophies. They're the downfall of America. I'll get to you yet, sir. Imagine for a moment you go to the Oscars. But the little gold guy, Oscar himself, doesn't show up. That event is going to have a whole lot more slapping. So let me break it down for you. The value of the trophy. Trophies make people happy. And when people are happy, there's happiness, they feel good. And what feels good? Sex. Why do you think they call it a trophy wife? So I have the most important job in the world. I help people be happy, just like sex. Who wants a participation trophy now, sir? There's something else that makes us happy in life, and that's usually our pets. San Diego is very friendly to dogs. We have dog beach. Dogs can go in restaurants. But there's one thing that bothers me about some pet owners. They always talk about their dogs like they're children. So follow me here. Are there any dog parents in here? Lots of them. If you were in Nebraska, you wouldn't admit to. So imagine your dog walking into another room, slamming the door and saying, "I hate your guts." If that happened, then you would have a child. Precisely a 14-year-old child, which is 2 in dog years. Right? 7 years to 1. See, I can multiply. So, I know that's a child because I have 4 childs. I'm very experienced in childs. When you first get pregnant, everybody comes up, "Congratulations, it's so wonderful, it's a miracle." If it were a miracle, you couldn't do it by mistake. And I seem to make a lot of mistakes. 4 at least. That's not fair. My children are not mistakes. They're consequences. So my first mistake, child. His name is, are we going to keep it? His mother didn't like that. She kept saying, "How'd that happen? How'd that happen?" So we decided to compromise and we named it, "How'd that happen? Are we going to keep him?" Hartwell. That's a lot of name for a little kid, so we just called him Little Keeper. When Little Keeper was 7 years old, we went out to a restaurant. And the server asked him, "Hey, young man, would you like a grilled cheese sandwich?" He looks up and he says, "No, I want a boy cheese sandwich." That's what children do. That's what a child does. So we're enjoying Little Keeper, and then, oops, we did it again. Was our number 2 child. Call her Brittany for short. So one time Brittany comes into the living room, she's made up like a Vegas showgirl. She said, Brittany, the makeup, less is more. She goes, is that true for clothes too? The next morning, it's raining, it's pouring rain, it's cold outside, taking the kids to school. Everybody's in the car, but number 3 kid. He's always running behind. And then I see him come out the door, drunken vacation. Here he comes. That's his name, drunken vacation. So little drunkie gets in the car. And I'm like, where's your jacket? I don't want no jacket, Dad. You need a jacket, you're gonna get cold. Dad, less is more. Less is more. That's right, little drunkie's a smart ass. I knew I was gonna have problems with that one. And when he turned 21, we had a little talk. Said, okay, son, you dropped out of college, drinking too much. If you're going to make anything of your life, you need to work hard. And the hardest working people I know are immigrants. So you need to work like an immigrant if you're going to make it. It's like, oh, Dad, I don't want to mow the lawn. So he was tough, but number 4 child comes along. Beautiful baby girl, soft skin, smile that lights up the world. And in the delivery room, and the nurse says, okay, what are you going to name her? So, time to get a fucking vasectomy. Little Bossy. One day out of the blue, she asked me, Dad, what's it like to walk with balls between your legs? Ask your mother. I'm Brian Hartwell. I may not be too bright, but I know how to multiply.